Theater of War is a film that I made that takes as its starting point a production of Bertolt Brecht's play Mother Courage and Her Children, which was staged in Central Park in the summer of 2006. And Meryl Streep decided she wanted to take time off from her busy film career to do this very demanding part. Tony Kushner, one of our most celebrated playwrights, did a brand new translation, and George C. Wolfe, famed director of stage and theater and cinema as well, was directing it. And so it was this, like a cast full of heavy hitters doing a play that many people have heard of, but very few people have seen. So I thought, here's a play that's being produced in 2006. Its first production was in 1949. I can intercut the two. One's in German, one's in English. People will be able to follow, and also the repetition, because you're documenting a rehearsal process, you see the actors doing the same scene over and over again, but the scene keeps changing. The lines are the same, but the scene keeps changing. It's like jazz, different jazz performers doing the same song. It's never the same song. Part of Brecht's approach to theater was putting the process out there on stage and kind of demystifying it. And he wanted people to watch theater the way you watch a baseball game. You know the players, you know what they're doing, and it helps you. It doesn't take away your enjoyment. You don't think of it as a magic trick. You see the athleticism, you see the skill, you see the practice, and you're engaged with it. You feel free to scream at them if they're doing badly and cheer if they're doing well. I never really talked to Meryl Streep about why she was willing to let me document her process when she hadn't really done that before, but she just seemed open to the idea. And I suspect it had something to do with just the nature of this project. And also there's just this aspect of making documentaries that I personally enjoy. It's like you get to meet these people that you admire, So just as a fan, just to think about sitting down with Tony Kushner and just like asking him the questions you always wanted to ask him, and sitting down with Meryl Streep and asking her the questions you always wanted to ask. And it was like that with Jay. I just sent him an email saying, "My name is John Walter. I'm making a documentary film about Bertolt Brecht. I'd like to interview you for my new motion picture." And he said yes. It's a cliche. Everyone says, I'm lucky to work with. But really, I'm lucky to work with the most talented people on the planet in their field. I mean, it was a great opportunity for me to learn from them, And I feel like the filmmaker I am now is, way beyond the filmmaker I was when I started this process. But I'm a cranky filmmaker, and I pretty much ignore everyone's input, for better or for worse.